All right, here we go. Hold my banner, baby. Back and better than ever. Travis Thomas here. So glad to be with you. Per usual. And per usual, I'm not alone. Not only do I have you riding shoddy with me, but of course we have to introduce the walking, talking, triple-double himself, Ountae Campbell, who is doing just fine on cloud nine after his Dodgers embarrassed the Yankees. Ountae, I told you this. I had a buddy of mine who dropped 4 G's, 4 bands for him and his girl to go watch the Yankees in Yankee Stadium blow a lead to your Dodgers and lose Game 5 and lose the World Series. I have not texted him. I'll be honest. Like, he texted me he was going. He sent me a couple pictures. They had great seats. I couldn't get over $4,000. That's all I heard. But after that game, I have yet to send this man a text, and I don't think I will. I think your jubilation right now, your euphoria right now is his pain, Ountae. Congratulations to you and Dodgers Nation.
Yeah, I need to take a very serious moment really here
okay,
quickly
all right.
for you, Travis. Look, today as we're recording this, it is October 31st.
Okay.
It is Halloween.
Yes.
As this episode releases on November 1st, it will be Dia de los Muertos, right?
Yes.
Shout out to my Mexican brothers and sisters for giving us this beautiful holiday of Halloween that we so poorly have executed.
Facts.
Because you guys have a great vision.
Yes.
And paying respects to the dead.
That's right.
And I'm going to pay some respects to the dead, too.
What are we
with
doing?
This.
What?
The red Yankee hat. Yeah. Respects to the dead. Aaron Boone, thank you so much for having my city up. They
not like us.
Even Big Papi singing Not Like Us.
Man.
Shout out to my city, man. Shout out to my city.
Wow. Hey, Yankees fans, on behalf of my co-star here, I'd like to apologize for absolutely nothing. It was fantastic to watch you guys just melt down. Quite frankly, let's call it what it is, right? 1 game 4, you're thinking, hey, maybe they can stay alive here. Wrong. You blew it. You got fans ripping the ball out of Mookie Betts' hands. What are you guys doing? You're harassing Dodgers fans. This was a bad look for Yankees fans. And around here, we love that you're hurting. And by the way, I got to tell you, switching it back to basketball, Ountae, while I have you.
Yes.
Everybody's freaking out about the Celtics' first loss of the season. I'm like, first of all, the Pacers are for real. More on that in a second. And think about this. The Celtics in 1 week have already won more games than the Patriots. Probably will all season, Ountae. Are we being honest? Or are we being honest on this show?
You're being honest. You're being real. I even saw Hunter Henry taking snaps at quarterback in practice the other day. The state of the Patriots is bad. So, Boston, terrible. Be excited for your Celtics because they will be winning another championship. Don't worry about it.
Amen, Ountae. All right, we'll bring him back later on to make fun of the Yankees some more, and we'll talk about some other hoops. But that's where I want to start. I couldn't believe the sports talk surrounding the Celtics' first loss. Now, I understand. We're all in the same business. We got to come up with hot topics and hot takes. I get it. But my goodness. Let's just face the facts here, okay? I'm hearing a lot of, the Celtics live and die by the 3. Yeah, exactly. That's how this team was 19 points down going into the fourth quarter. I thought it was over. Just like the Yankees being up on the Dodgers, I thought it was over. But the fact that you live and die by the 3 is why the Celtics were able to come back, force that game into overtime. Now down the stretch, Pacers made more plays in overtime. They deserve credit for that. Pascal Siakam hits a game winner. All good, no problems. But, yeah, you do live and die by the 3. That's also why you have banner 18 hanging. It's okay. There's going to be nights this team does not shoot the ball well, and you could get smoked, as we saw in that Pacers game. They were down 19 going in the fourth. It's not an accident. But the fact that you do indeed live and die by the 3 is exactly why the Celtics were able to come back. So that's why we see these epic comebacks from this team when they are down big. You shoot the ball well, you're going to be in the game. If you're off, you're probably going to get smoked. I mean, it's just the way it is. Tatum did his thing. Brown's doing his thing. All the role players are playing well. Like, everyone's just got to relax. I know everyone wants this all-time great regular season team, break records and individual accolades. That's not what this team is. This is a marathon team. This is not a sprint team. Now, I will say this. This is an 82-game regular season, and sometimes I feel like people get caught up when you watch these NBA games and you're thinking of it like the NFL. And I get it. I love the NFL just like anyone else. But in the NFL, things change week to week. It's not a long season. There's more, I guess, urgency in a sense in football because the season's shorter. This is an 82-game season. You're going to lose. By the way, the Pacers are a real team. The Celtics are going to lose to bad teams. We've seen them do it before. Yes, you live and die by the three, but it's okay. It kind of reminds me a little bit. You all know I always bring up like these fight analogies. It's like being in a UFC fight or a boxing match. Sometimes when you get hit or you get kicked in the head, if you're not knocked out, it's like, okay, I'm in a fight. Here we go. You punch back. We know the champs are going to punch back, which brings me to tonight. I mean, it's game one of a 2-game series against the Hornets. Hornets hosting the C's, and I think it's just what the doctor ordered because the Hornets are a young team still trying to really figure out their identity. Great. That's exactly what you need right now for the Celtics because I will give Joe Mazzulla all the credit for this. When this team loses, generally, they bounce back quickly. I mean, you don't see a lot of losing streaks with this team. You don't see a lot of ruts with the Celtics. I'll give Mazzulla credit for that. I'm anticipating tonight, I mean, they're going to come out high energy. I'm sure the Hornets will at home as well, and being a young team and, of course, going against the champs, that's a target on your back. I get it. But all the Celtics have to do is match their energy, and they'll be fine. They're a better team. And listen, that's what the doctor ordered because the Hornets being so young and still trying to form their identity, if they hang in these games, yeah, maybe they could steal one. But if the Celtics come out there, match their energy, hey, we want to get back on the winning track, they could blow this team out. And that's really what I'm anticipating here. I think the Celtics win both of these games, no problem. It'll just be if it's close late. If it's close late, the Hornets are talented enough in either one of these games, if not both, to hang in there, maybe possibly steal it down the stretch. I'm not seeing that, especially tonight. I think the Celtics come out upset from – look, it expends a lot of energy to come back from 19 down, okay, against a really good team in the East in the Pacers. And that's a game you want to win. You want to send, even psychologically, you want to send a message to the Pacers. We're still your daddy, okay? Relax. We get you had a great season last season. It could be the Eastern Conference Finals again this season. What do we know? But you have to send that message. We're still going to kick your butt. We are. We're just better than you. So I sort of think coming back in that game, forcing an overtime and losing, I would argue it's probably the best thing to happen to the Celtics in a sense. Do it now. Lose early. Hey, we're not going to go 82-0. Everyone relax. It's all good. Listen, one of my friends, I told you, a Yankee friend, another one of my friend is a degenerate gambler, and he bet on the Celtics to go 10-0. And he had the nerve to ask me what I thought. Hey, what do you think of this bet? And I was like, I mean, good luck. I'm not betting that. I'd rather just bet them to win the championship. What the hell are you doing? What do you care if they go 10-0? Why are you betting that? But he's a degenerate gambler. So, of course, he didn't hit the bet. Sorry. But it's like, okay, lose this game now. It's fine. You expend a lot of energy in that. I imagine coming into this game with the Hornets tonight, they're going to be ticked off. You know, not like NBA Finals ticked off, but they may want to make an example out of these young Hornets. I could see it happening. All right, so now the first week of the season is officially behind us. I want to sort of give a disclaimer here. I think you have to beware of the first week of the season overreaction. I'm seeing a lot of JJ Redick Coach of the Year and a lot of Celtics dynasty talk, and everyone just calm down. Now, from a Celtics standpoint, I completely understand why you would think dynasty, here we go, juggernaut, repeat champs, all that stuff. I completely get it. Jayson Tatum's new and improved jumper looks amazing. Jaylen Brown pretty much has picked up where he left off. Drew Holiday, Derek White, all your role players have looked fantastic. By the way, they're doing all this stuff without Kristaps Porzingis. Like, he's coming back into the fold eventually. I mean, you got to be kidding me. This team is a juggernaut. But I would say buyers beware a bit, pump the brakes a bit for two reasons. One, we've already covered. The Pacers are legit. I get the Knicks. I get the Sixers. We talked about the Magic on the show. Cavs are hotter than lava right now. I get all that stuff. Bucks, I respect all those teams. But you have to throw the Pacers in there. If you don't, you're a hater at this point. Okay, so the Pacers are a real legit Eastern Conference contender. I know Ountae doesn't believe in that, and I'm sure when we bring him back, he'll disagree with me, but he's a hater. He's wrong. The Pacers are. Okay, so check. Cool. The second thing is, look, even though as great as these guys look, you just want them to be tested because this is a marathon and not a sprint. When they got to the postseason last year, they beat the hell out of everyone. Fine. But they were tested at times in the regular season. Despite the fact that they got that 1 seed and they kind of lapped everyone in the East, there were times they were tested. So you want that to happen. So beware of that first week where you say, oh, Celtics, here we go, all time. They're going to go for the wins record in the regular season. Tatum MVP, Jaylen Brown MVP, all this talk. This is a marathon team, not a sprint team. So beware. There's a lot of overreaction out of week 1 in the NBA. I've seen it everywhere. All right, let's bring him back. Ountae, who I saw taking notes. I was so fired up. I dropped my pen. My man came through for me and handed it back to me. I appreciate you, brother. So go ahead and tell me I'm wrong about the Pacers. I know.
You know that. The Pacers.
No, I don't know
the
that.
The Pacers suck.
No, they suck.
They suck. I remember when we sat here and I'm looking for my rankings as we speak because
Ountae's power rankings.
Because it's not even a power rankings. It's the preseason ranking that I had for the Celtics, and I just don't think that they're good. You know what I'm saying? I put them in the 7th seed.
On what?
I put them in the 7th seed. Y'all wanted to put them higher.
I don't care about that. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
They were 1 and 3.
This is the same team.
They were 1 and 3 entering this game against the Celtics for a reason, and it's because Tyrese Halliburton is not as good as people are making him out to be. Bro, if they're going to be as good as you believe them to be, he has to be that guy. He has to be all-star level, and right now he's not.
Let me tell you how you make me sick. First of all, you are the biggest, second biggest Drake fan to me that I've ever met. Kendrick Lamar washes him in a battle, and then you have the nerve to fix your lips to tell me Drake is now washed. And I said, wait a minute, man. You got to relax. Because he lost a rap battle, all of a sudden he's trash, he's washed. You're doing the same thing with the Pacers. This team was in the Eastern Conference bleeping finals last year. They have the same team back, whether or not you like Halliburton or not. How can you say that they suck? Like, this is pure hater from you. After the Dodgers win the World Series, you should be filled with love. Instead, you got hate in your heart, Ountae. This is ridiculous.
I do. But I am with you on the whole overreaction thing as a whole.
Okay.
People are overreacting to the Celtics loss to the Pacers. The Pacers are a decent team. Okay, I'll give them that. They are a competitive basketball team.
Eastern Conference contender. Say it.
Whatever. It's a fact. So you're not wrong. They did do that last year, but this year they're not. They're not good. That's my only thing.
You so bad.
They're not good. But my thing is that yes, Celtics fans should not be mad because it took them going into overtime and having a 3 from Pascal Siakam,
who you also hate on.
We're living with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're living with that.
I'll give you that.
We're living with Pascal Siakam shooting the 3 to beat us in the game.
I'll give you that.
So it is what it is, man. Like you said, we're going to live with the 3. We're going to die with the 3. That's how the Celtics are rolling out this year.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Well, my whole thing was you were up so big. The Pacers were up so big in this game because the Celtics were not shooting the ball well. All of a sudden, they get hot in these leads. It was the same thing with Golden State. We watched forever. Now, I know Golden State's still winning games, but I listen, and this is another topic for another day. I think it's fugazi. I think it's a lot of smoke and mirrors what they're doing now.
Yeah.
But I'm talking prime, Splash Bros, and Draymond. They would be down in games, and all of a sudden, the shots would start falling because threes are greater than twos, obviously, right? Hello, Mr. Obvious here. But, I mean, they could climb themselves back into a game very quickly, and all of a sudden, I don't know, a 15-point, deficit is gone like that because you go on a run because you hit 4 or 5 threes in a row. So I just think, everyone's just got to calm down a little bit. I couldn't believe, and I get it. That's why I said this today. This is what we do for a living, but there was a lot of hot take, is Missoula, what's going on?
No,
relax.
it's this simple. And this is why I say the Pacers suck, right? This is my honest thing. The Jays were 6 for 29 from 3, and you won by 3.
Yeah.
By 3. They missed 23 3-pointers by themselves.
Yeah.
And you won by 3.
Yeah.
The Pacers aren't a legitimate at home. You're in Indiana.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my thing. It's just the Pacers, whatever, however you feel about them, okay, whatever. But being upset about the Celtics losing this game,
wild.
When they were they're 4-1. They're 4-1.
Exactly.
It's a long season.
That's what I'm saying.
They're going to be fine.
Did people think they were going 82-0? Did you agree with my assessment of the Hornets in these couple of games here starting tonight?
I don't. Just because when I was with George on our episode that came out on Wednesday, I told him that I think that the Celtics wouldn't be the last team to be undefeated, and it wasn't because I thought they were going to lose to the Pacers. It's because I thought they were going to split one with the Hornets.
All right.
And it's just because I think the Hornets play that carefree style of basketball where they take any shot. The Celtics want you to take the shots that they want you to take.
Sure.
The Hornets are complete opposite of that, where they're going to take whatever, especially LaMelo Ball. Trey Mann's going to do whatever he does. That's just how their offense runs. So I thought that the Hornets would get one. I'm going to stick with that. I think that one of the games will probably be a blowout, but the other game, I think the Hornets have a good chance of getting.
Okay, then listen. If I were a gambling man like my buddy who bet the Celtics to go undefeated for 10 games, I would say the Hornets lose tonight. I would say the Hornets get blown out tonight and then they win the second game, based on your theory.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
All right, what about this? We got the scariest teams in the NBA. Now, this could be scared of them because they're scary and you don't want to play them.
Yeah.
Or it could be teams that should be nervous right now, or fan bases that should be nervous. What do you think are some of the scariest teams in the NBA?
I'd rather go scary teams that I don't want to face.
Okay.
I mean, I have a handful of them. I don't know if you want to go band for band or you want me to just rattle them
off. I have a couple, so we can go band for band.
All right. The first one, obviously, we're talking about the Boston Celtics.
Of course.
I cannot imagine. Look, if I'm in the East, especially, and I'm the Knicks or I'm the Pacers who you've disrespected or whoever, if I'm someone who matters in the East,
yes,
I feel pretty discouraged. Even like the Pacers just winning that game. Everything you said is true. I mean, the Celtics had a terrible shooting night, and you barely got out of there. And you had a monster lead.
Yeah.
And you were at home, to your point.
Right.
Even though I do believe in the Pacers more than you still kind of have to feel like, man, that team is a juggernaut over there in Boston. So, if and I know Cat's playing well, Knicks are figuring it out, Embiid's coming, but man, I just, from what I've seen from the Celtics so far in this young season, if I'm an Eastern Conference real contender, I don't feel great about my chances. You got to roll the ball out and play the games. I'm not saying I'm scared if I'm playing against Tatum and Brown, but I can't feel that confident.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's a scary ass team.
That's the number one team that I had. People should be afraid of. I mean,
they're scary.
They're the scariest team in the league.
Can I ask you this? Could they be better than they were last year in your mind?
100%. I already think they are because now Drew understands full offseason with this team. Already played a full season with this team. Yeah. So they're clicking. They're more leaning into the roles that Mazzulla wanted them to be, right?
Yeah.
The year before that, coming into last year, Mazzulla wasn't the head coach, you know what I mean? Knowing, for sure, whatever the season before, it was kind of like, will he be the head coach of the future, blah, 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 whatever, right?
Right.
Last year was their first year together, right? And this is year 2 of that. You don't have KP at the beginning of it.
But he's coming.
And he's coming. And they're talking about December. We talked about January. They're talking about December, maybe earlier than that.
Right.
So he's only going to add to this team and their scariness factor. Yeah. So I think this team is definitely going to win more than 64 games. I've come out here and said that they're probably going to be in the 68 to 70 range this year. Possibly. And when I look at a game, again, against the Pacers, where the Jays shoot 6 for 29 from 3, and they lose by 3 on the road in overtime. Mm-hmm. I say, how can this team not, a team that you think, the Pacers, that you think is the Eastern Conference contender, how can this team not?
Right.
You know what I mean? Be as good as that. So, or better than last year. So, yeah, that's my thing. I have the Celtics up there, a team that I also think that people are going to make fun of me for. But I'm being dead serious.
By people, you mean me, because here it comes.
And everybody else.
Who?
Everybody should be afraid to play the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, laugh it up.
Wait. Rip Hamilton walking through that door. Is Ben Wallace and that big ass bro walking through that door? Is Joe Dumars walking through that door? Is Isaiah Thomas, not the one that played for the Celtics, the OG Zeke, is he walking through that door? Is Bill Laimbeer going to punch somebody in the nose? The Detroit Pistons? Did you mean the Lions?
No.
Or did you mean for NFL?
Nope. Detroit basketball. And don't get me wrong, they're 1-4. They are. They are 1-4. But I say it because of this, Travis. Listen to me, all right? Walk with me for this one, all right?
Man.
Walk with me.
Sure.
This is why I say this with the Detroit Pistons.
Boy, I needed
They are 1-4, but they are 4th in the East in opponent points per game.
So
they are locking teams up.
Oh, God.
Hold on. A team that most people circle on their calendar as an easy W. We're going to walk into Detroit. They're going to come in. We're going to blow them out by 40, 30, whatever. We're going to have a good night going out, blah, blah, blah. Shout out to Eminem pulling up on him, hanging out with Big Sean. That's not how it's been. Travis, they have not lost a game this season by more than 12 points.
So they're covering spreads.
I'm not worried about the spread. I'm just saying that this team has been competing.
I guess, man.
They have been competing. And the 76ers team, who has been struggling, don't get me wrong, at home against them, thought they had an easy W to get back on the winning streak. No. They come in, they do what they do. Cade plays the game that he is. Tobias, man,
I like him.
He has been awful on offense. Tobias Harris.
Yeah,
but his defense and his leadership has shined for this young team. If they can learn how to put it together at the end of games, because they're in every game.
Yeah.
Which I think JB Bickerstaff can help them figure out through the course of this season. Yeah. This could be a team that you are afraid to play if you're a head coach, because you know your team is not taking them seriously. A trap game every night, and that's why I say teams should be afraid to play the Detroit Pistons.
I'm going to tell you where I laughed. Afraid is too strong. I think this is a team you have to respect. Look, Tobias Harris, I'm not a fan. I hear what you're saying defensively. I'll give him his flowers there. I'm a huge Cade Cunningham fan.
Yes.
And I think Ivy can play too.
100%.
They have talent.
Yes.
They've had talent.
Yep.
They just haven't been able to put it together. You remember, I defended Bickerstaff getting run out of town in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. I just thought Donovan Mitchell didn't want him, and that's what happened. And he wanted Kenny Atkinson. But, listen, I guess I'll respect the Pistons if and when they start winning games. But to say I'm afraid is laughable. That's why I let that hearty belly laugh out. Here's another one. I brought him up. I think the Cavs. Look, Kenny Atkinson came into what I called a toxic situation.
Yes.
Where you have really talented players there in Cleveland, but you can't quite get over the hump in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Everyone blames a coach. Okay, you run him out of town, and you bring in a guy in Kenny Atkinson, and you're basically like, it's on you now. I thought that was a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
But to come out of the gate the way the Cavs had, as you know better than anyone who played the game at a Division I level, winning cures all. So if you come out of the gate winning games, it's easier for your players, for that locker room, for your front office to have buy-in to what you're trying to do as a coach. So I think Cleveland, the way they play defense, if their stars can stay healthy, and the way Atkinson has them playing now, Ountae,
Yeah.
I think the Cavs are scary.
I would agree with that. I think the Cavs are scary. I will give them their flowers. I think Atkinson has done a great job of getting Evan Mobley to be more of the focal point of the offense, which has freed up Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
I'll give him his flowers on that. I'm not really too bothered by them being 4-0 undefeated so far to start this season. It doesn't really mean much to me. I don't really feel like they've been challenged that greatly at the beginning of the season, to be honest. But it is a team that teams need to continue to be ready for, because at the end of the day, all of this stuff is about the moment, right?
Yep.
When you meet teams. And this team is feeling good, because winning feels good no matter who you beat. And so if you're coming to face this Cavaliers team anytime in the next couple of games, it's a team that's going to be feeling confident, feeling good, feeling happy, new head coach, everything. So magnificent. We beat LeBron, and Bronny James got his first point, and we did everything, and everybody's giving us our flowers for how nice we were to Bronny. And we're doing everything right for once in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So this is a team you should definitely be afraid for. My last one that I'll give you is not a good situation. This one's a bad one. A team that should feel nervous, and their fan base should feel very, very nervous right now, is the Denver Nuggets.
Why?
Because
you shouldn't feel nervous.
They should be nervous.
Oh, my God.
And my reasoning for that is the Denver Nuggets have been letting everybody and their mama get a bucket on them. I mean,
no defense.
No defense whatsoever. I mean, Travis and I could go out there right now and give whoever's playing against the Denver Nuggets at least 20 points in the game.
No, you.
You too. I might have 18. You got 2.
Nah, I'm going to have assist from passing to you. Hey, look, dog, I can't move laterally. I can hit like a mid-range. I tell you what, with the way they play defense, I'll give you about 6 points. I'll give you about 6. But I'm going to have some assists, Ted, because I'm feeding you.
I mean, they let Dorian Finney-Smith get 17 on them. 17 from him.
Facts.
This Denver Nuggets team has been as bad as they can be. We saw it in the preseason, and we say, hey, let's not worry. Let's not get scared because they played the Celtics twice, blah, 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 whatever, Abu Dhabi, all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
But the Westbrook fit hasn't looked great. He looks like he's shooting way too many threes, getting out of his zone.
He is.
They're not guarding anybody. Nobody besides Nikola Jokic is doing anything.
Right.
And I don't think he can carry them for 82. And we have to hope that he stays healthy. If not, this could get really ugly for the Denver Nuggets really quick.
I'm not worried at all. Listen, not to say that skill isn't involved, but defense mainly is attitude. And I just think at some point they're too well coached. They're too talented of a team to not play some damn defense. I mean, just get time. I always say this, and I thought the Mavericks did a really good job of this because they're not the greatest defensive team you've ever seen.
Yes.
But they got to the finals last year, and I thought they did a really great job playing timely defense, getting timely stops.
Yeah.
Luka showed for once, because we had never seen it, but Luka showed I can lock down and play defense in spots, big moments when it's needed. Same with Kyrie. So, You know, I mean, look, the Nuggets don't play defense. We know that. But if they can, as the season goes on, pick their spots in big moments, big games, they'll be fine.
We'll see, because the Mavericks, the difference is the Mavericks were one of the worst defensive teams in the league.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
This is bad. This is next level.
This is really bad for a team that's supposed to be a contender. The team that you put in the finals.
Yes, I'm not losing sleep over
so
that pick.
That's why I'm saying be nervous. I'm not saying be nervous about missing the playoffs or anything like that. I think they still make the playoffs.
Sure.
But be nervous for a deep playoff run. I don't see it out of this Denver Nuggets team from what I've seen so far.
Something's up with Jamal Murray too. I don't know what's going on. It's almost like Space Jam, like he's lost his power. But I got to tell you, your Pistons take and this Nuggets take, I'm very concerned about you. Here are my other ones. The Magic. I think the Magic, man, they're starting to like get more of an identity offensively.
Okay.
I mean, like this team, they play real. They're the opposite of the Nuggets. They play real defense. Real defense. They're grimy, even though they're young. They're like a grimy sort of team.
Yeah.
But this Paolo Banchero kid, I mean, he's averaging nearly 30. He had 50-something the other night.
Yeah.
This kid, I think offensively, they're starting now to be like, okay, bro, like here, carry us home. And he's doing it. I think the Magic are scary. Here's another one. The Thunder, I mean, it's no surprise, but they are living up to the hype to me, Ountae.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times teams come in, especially young teams. It's one of the reasons I like the Magic. Young teams come in with the hype. They won the season before, kind of for the first time. Remember, Thunder, youngest number 1 seed ever. I mean, like, so could you come in this year and kind of come out flat? Sure. I mean, if I were a Thunder fan, I would think that. I would probably automatically think that.
Yep.
Not the case. This team is for real. They're scary good. They could, I believe, were they your pick for the finals?
Yes.
Okay, so, I mean, hey, you should be feeling pretty good. And I'm going Dallas Mavericks here because I just, listen, say what you want. I think Clay is a really good fit. Like he's working.
He's looked good.
Now, obviously,
we know how it goes with him.
Right,
ebbs and flows.
Yes,
there's highs and lows.
But early on, Ountae.
Yep.
I mean, with those two, with Luka and Kyrie able to do what they do, he's going to be open.
Yeah.
Like I almost think you needed more Klay Thompson. I think they needed more shooters.
Yeah.
Because those two can cook and they're so creative that whoever's out there is going to be open. It just happens that Clay is hitting his shots for now. So the Mavericks are a scary team.
Yeah, they are. All right, you ready for this?
What we got?
You know what is coming.
Halloween edition?
Wicked or Kick It. Halloween edition, of course.
I wish we had the rights to Thriller. Because right there, that intro is so good. Thriller night. All right, stop before we get sued.
Yeah,
that's
for real.
Enough.
All right.
Enough.
First, we got Jaylen Brown with some vibes earlier in the week, some Halloween vibes.
Yeah.
What do you think of this fit from him, Travis? And shout out to League Fits for this photo. And I agree.
Can I preface my comments by saying we here at Wicked or Kick It are huge fans of Jaylen Brown.
Yes, we are.
And we have given many Jaylen Brown outfits the Wicked stamp.
Yep.
With that being said, I know this is the spirit of Halloween.
Oh, here we go.
To be honest, I don't hate the outfit or those stupid-ass glasses. But, Greg, if we could, it's time. I haven't done this yet, Tay. It's time I do it now. Greg, could we zoom into the shoes? Jaylen Brown, I appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, man.
I think your execution is far better than what Big Baller Brand tried to do.
Yes.
I love that you own your own.
Yes.
I support it. And I swear to God, if these shoes look better, I would support you. But I can't do it. Every picture I see him in, and it's marketing, and I'm not hating, I love it, that you're holding your shoes in every picture I see you in. If Jaylen Brown is out walking his dog, he is holding these shoes. But damn it, these shoes are ugly. I'm sorry. Kick it. Kick it. I can't take it anymore. Ountae.
Oh,
Ountae. These shoes are ugly, bro. Like, it looks like... It looks like something T'Challa would wear. Like
not the Black Panther,
bro. It's too much. We need more vibranium. Like, I can't do it, Tay. Kick it all the way back to Wakanda.
For our listening audience, he is holding his basketball shoes.
Yeah, describe them. Go ahead, describe them. Greg, go back in tight on them. Go ahead and describe those, Ountae, for our listening audience. How would you describe these?
I mean, I can't lie. Travis is right. You know what it looks like exactly? I'll tell you exactly what it looks like. Every time I see a shoe, I think of this. It looks like when you go to the amusement park and you take the penny that you have in your pocket and you put it in that machine and you roll it up and it cranks up with the gears and it smushes the penny flat as possible. It looks like he took about 5 or 6 of those and put them on the shoe, and he was like, on a black pair of shoes, low tops, and he was like, that's it.
Like, why?
Those are my shoes. I'm with you, Travis. I'm not really liking the shoes, but if we could take the picture back full again for me, Greg.
Yes, please,
I love
Greg.
this outfit because he's all black vibes.
Yeah.
He's looking like he's focused. He's locked in. And the part that I love about it the most is it brings me back to one of my favorite childhood movies, Travis.
What?
Spy Kids 3.
I knew it.
D. Obviously, if you don't know, there's a guy whose name is Arnold in the movie, and he has the Oakley glasses that you pull over your head right there. Yeah. And I remember these glasses right here were like the pinnacle of coolness when I was a kid. Yeah. Everybody wanted these Oakley shades, and they cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars or something like that, which I didn't have the money for. But these are so dope, and I love that he's bringing it back into the fashion world. Yep. So I'm going to go Wicked for this one. It's not a high Wicked. It's a very simple outfit. I'm going to go like 7-1.
I agree. My kids love that dumbass Spy Kids movie, so I know what you're talking about, unfortunately. I wish I didn't, but I do. I told you. I'm with the outfit, man. It's just the shoes. And Jaylen, please, man, don't at me, dog. Like, we love you here on My Banner. Like, we show you love all the time. And listen, if you came on the show and we were talking, I wouldn't go there. But if you asked me my opinion on your shoes, I would say I love what you're doing, but I would like to work on the design. That's all. Yeah. I would like to be a part of that.
Yeah, we just want to be a part of the design team. That's it. All right, what about this one? Kelly Oubre. Okay. He actually has a Halloween kind of outfit on this one. A Batman vibes. What do you think of this one?
I'll be honest, bro. Like, the outfit's fine. It's just that damn blacked out, murdered out Tesla truck in the back. I don't even Bro, I don't even like the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
That is gangster right there, bro. That all blacked out. It's very Bruce Wayne. I'm going Wicked here. I like the glasses too. Yeah. Yeah, man. Kelly, but you know what? Like, I covered Kelly Oubre in DC for the Wizards.
Yep.
He's always had like this fashion thing, like this fashion sense. So this is dope, but that Cybertruck, man, is awesome. I like I said, I think they're ugly, but any vehicle blacked out is pretty tough. It always adds to it.
Yeah, this is a tough fit for him as well. League Fits posted this one as well, and when they put this one on, they put the song from Robert Pattinson's Batman as attached to this, and I agree. This is exactly what that is. He's got the Batman shield, the leather on, the Batman goggles, all black leather pants. The only thing I can say about these dang fit is those dang Ronald McDonald shoes.
Get in there, Greg.
Look, you wear a size 18, Kelly Oubre. You can't be wearing boots that chunky. They make your feet look swollen like a pregnant woman, bro. Kelly, I'm mad. I'm mad about these shoes, but I do love this fit as a whole. So I'm gonna give it a Wicked. I probably would have gave it an 8 if it wasn't for these shoes. So I'm gonna give it a 7.8.
Hey man, those are steel toe boots right there, man.
Yes, he's ready for combat.
Yeah. That's boot camp.
You seen that
there.
clip of him on I think he was on Podcast P or whatever, and he was talking about the time when he was pointing at the refs, calling them the B word over and over again. Yeah, he was ready. He came in with the same mindset when he wore these boots, just combat ready to fight everybody.
By the way, you said the song they picked is from the Twilight Kids Batman, right? I never saw that Batman because I kept seeing that guy as a dude from Twilight. I just couldn't.
It was a good Batman.
I couldn't buy him. I couldn't buy him as Bruce Wayne. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I kept seeing Twilight.
You got to watch it. And then, like, the Riddler, he looks like Alex Spear in that movie too. So, like, you know. You got the vibes. You see the Twilight and you see Alex Spear. It's all there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to our boy Alex Spear. Make sure y'all watch 310 to the left. All right, what about this one? Last one.
I cannot see it now.
Raptors. They got a couple of guys. We got Gradey Dick.
Okay.
And Scottie Barnes.
What
do you think of their Halloween outfits,
let me
Travis?
get this full. Listen, I like this. So you have a traditional pirate, it looks like Scottie Barnes. I'm guessing that's just traditional OG pirate status. Walk the plank style. And then what's going on with Gradey here? Is this a Teletubby?
Yeah, he's a Teletubby. Right. He's Dipsy.
Yeah, you know their names?
I had to look it up. I'm being honest. I had to look it up. But I do know the song. You know the song.
What's the song?
I'm not singing it, but it's like Dipsy, la la po. You know what I'm saying? Teletubbies, whatever. I'm not. You know the song. Come on, don't do that. Your kids was watching Teletubbies at one point.
Thank God, I got out of that. They never saw.
I used to watch Teletubbies when I was a kid.
I'm crying, but this is. I'll go Wicked because this is a traditional. This is normal, right? Sometimes I think these players go overboard for Halloween and they're trying to do too much. If I have to guess what you are and then you tell me what you are and I still don't get it, you did too much. This right here, I didn't watch Teletubbies, but I knew that was somewhere in that Teletubby Barney world.
Yeah.
And then that's a pirate. Like I was that when I was 12. Yeah. I like this. This is wicked. This is how Halloween should be done.
You're right. This is how Halloween should be done. And shout out to the Raptors for giving us this photo.
Yeah.
But I'm going to kick it on this
one.
And I'm going to tell you why.
You just sang the Teletubby song.
Because Gradey looks like a tipsy dipsy. I can't even say a tipsy dipsy. That's what he looks like. He looks drunk in this photo.
Let me see his face, Greg. He does look drunk.
You know what I'm saying? And then Scottie Barnes, on the other hand, we talked about childhood shows that I like. He looks like Patchy the Pirate from SpongeBob. This is a terrible pirate. Dude, you're rich. Put an actual hook on your hand. All that money that the Toronto Raptors paid you. Why are you doing the R with your hand hooked up? Put an actual hook on your hand. This is low effort. They are rich.
Oh my God.
Pick it.
I'm crying, bro. He should have a platinum hook, yo.
3.7 for effort. That's what kind of effort they get.
All right, man. Fine. We have too much fun on this damn Wicked or Kick It, man. How about this? Let's stay. What we always do, we always give a league pass game that we like from the weekend.
Yep.
I'm going to go Magic at Cavs. I already told you how much I love the Magic, and I respect what the Cavs are doing with Kenny Atkinson here right out of the gate. They play tonight. I can't wait for that game. What's yours?
Yeah, I have two, actually. I have two quick ones that people should probably check out. I'm saying Saturday they should check out Portland at Phoenix. And now everyone, Portland at Phoenix. Yeah,
what's wrong with you?
Who cares? DeAndre Ayton returning to Phoenix. And we know how much he hates that team.
Yeah,
and he's already had his return game or whatever. So this is like his second or third time going back. But that animosity never leaves. That's a very petty person, an NBA player that I've met, and he's extremely petty at times. No doubt. I can't wait to see if he's going to be chippy again with their big man Nurkic. I want ready to see that. So I think that's a game that people should pay attention to. Also on Sunday, I'm also going to Orlando as well. Okay. They play at Dallas. It's an offensive matchup against a defensive matchup.
Yeah.
Two teams that you know that people should be scared of. They have to play each other. Let's see who's scared of the other more than the other. I'm expecting this Paolo, Luka, Jordan Brand matchup to be a really good one. So that's why you should pay attention to that one on Sunday.
I like that. All right, let's look. I thought this was funny. Ountae came up with this. I'll give him complete credit. He said, let's draft our scariest NBA players of all time, and we need a coach as well. So we'll go starting five here. Let's just use the last 10 minutes of the show to do this draft. I think it's only right that the better-looking one out of us two has the first pick. That would be moi. I'll take Wemby. Thank you. Wemby.
Man, you're taking Wemby with the first pick?
Yes, a guy his size that can handle the rock like a point guard. He can block shots. He's got that dog in him. He's tough. Wemby.
I mean, okay. Like,
what do you mean, okay?
You're giving me a layup, and I want to go 1-2-1-1-1 on this one. So I want two picks right here since you're giving yourself the first pick.
What kind of damn mock draft?
Yeah. I'm taking 2 picks here. And with that, I'm going to take the guy that they call Black Jesus. Now, people say fear God. You know what I'm saying? All the time. So a guy that the refs used to apologize to has to be the scariest person in the NBA. Black Jesus, Michael Jordan. I'm taking him with my first pick, the second pick in this draft. Other than that, I will take the most scariest, most dominant human being, the biggest force. We talked about Orlando so much. We talked about my city of Los Angeles at the beginning of this episode.
Just give me
he
the
was
pick.
Playing so great in both of those cities. Give me Shaquille O'Neal.
God. All right, I'm going. I feel like I'm backed into a corner. Do I have 1 pick or 7 in a row?
1.
Okay, great.
1.
I feel like I'm backed in a corner here because I was going to go elsewhere, but you went a different direction than I thought.
The scariest.
Listen, I'm going to go with who the younger generation will argue is better than Michael Jordan.
Whatever.
If I got Wemby on my team, I might as well get another cyborg. Give me LeBron James. Thank you very much.
You can have him. I'm not worried about him. He wasn't even in my top 5 on the list.
Wow.
I'm going to go with a guy that we here in Boston know to be extremely, extremely scary. I mean, he's the best trash talker in the NBA's history. He will yell at you. He will get you ready to run through a wall.
Facts.
And when you guys know who I'm going to pick, you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
The guy who always says, "Oh, Lord." Give me Kevin Garnett.
I'm not going to lie. The way you were describing it, I thought you were going Larry Bird. And then when you switched it up at the end there, and I knew where you were going. All right, listen. I have Wemby. Is it my pick?
Yes, it is.
I have Wemby. I have LeBron. There's a theme to my team here.
Here we go.
Physical freaks of nature.
Uh-oh.
Who can jump from the half court
Here we go
from
with the freak.
logo and dunk?
Here we go.
Only one man. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Man, I got Wemby, LeBron, and Giannis. I have 2 more picks. I don't even need to make them. I can take these 3 and whoop any team you put together.
No, you can't, because I'm going with another guy who is all about mentality as well.
All
Dudes feared him as well. I remember one time Matt Barnes pump faked in this guy's face, and he ain't even shake.
Yeah.
He's the scariest because no one else can scare him. Okay. I need Kobe Bean Bryant.
All right. Okay. Man, it's a lot of Laker love on this team here of yours. So it's interesting to me you haven't taken the best one ever. I'll take Magic Johnson, please, and thank you. Again, staying with my theme. Guys with the size. Guys who can actually make plays at their size. Not just big ogres we're talking about here. We're talking about all-time greats. Magic.
That's fair. I have one more pick left, and there's a lot of great players I can go to. A lot of scary dudes in the league, a lot of guys that guys feared.
Yep.
But I think I have to choose one.
Okay.
And you said that I have a lot of Laker love.
Yeah, you do.
I need to go get another guy who is a Boston guy, who is very much feared. I mean, you talk about white guys in the NBA, man. Yeah. And this has to be the most feared guy in the NBA during the time that he played, period. White, black, yellow, green, it don't matter. This guy bleeds green. Give me Larry Bird.
That one hurts, bro. Because I thought for sure I was going to get Magic and Bird on my team. It didn't work out. So there's only really one way for me to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay with that great Celtics franchise.
Okay.
And Tay, if you look at my team, Wemby, size. Yep. Giannis, size. LeBron, size. Magic for his position.
You got a big team, yeah.
I tell you what.
And they need some really big rings.
I need somebody. I see what you did there. I need somebody with the intangibles.
Yep.
I need somebody with leadership. I need somebody with integrity. Give me the late, great Bill Russell to round out my 5. Your team doesn't stand a chance.
The team that I don't know where to put anybody on your team. I had Wemby at the 5, and then I moved him, and then it's just I don't. We don't know. But let's run through our teams really quick. Right. Well, actually, we need to pick a coach. Sorry, I'm moving too fast.
Let me go.
Go ahead. You can pick a coach
Joe
first.
Mazzulla.
Oh.
Now I knew that reaction was coming. That's why I wanted to go first. If you think all time, you're thinking great coaches. I get it, right? First thing comes to mind is a Phil
Scary.
Jackson.
I need scary coaches too.
But I need scary. Joe Mazzulla is a certifiable psycho.
He's out of a horror movie.
Psycho.
100%. Yeah. No question about that. But I got to go with a great coach. It was between two coaches for me. And I got to shout out this one that I'm not going to pick first. All right. Jerry Sloan. He was a very intimidating head coach. And I just need people to know that I'm not forgetting about him.
No beef.
But Greg Popovich, obviously, is a very intimidating head coach. I mean, everybody is afraid to ask this dude questions. He's like, he's like the godfather of coaching at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the mafioso. He can do whatever he want. He can say whatever he want. He started the whole arresting guys, and no one even batted an eye when he did it.
Right.
No one challenged him. The NBA is afraid of him. Players are afraid of him. Coaches are afraid of him. Mm-hmm. Reporters are afraid of him. Yeah. Refs are afraid of him. Greg Popovich.
All I'm going to say is this about Pop. He's an all-timer. He's a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
No problems there.
Yes.
I respect that you took him on your team.
Yes.
I'll just say this. Is it not tired a little bit? Like the grumpy, he's telling you who to,
you just hate him.
I mean, he's telling you who to vote for. It's just like, come on, bro. Like we get it.
All right, run through our teams,
all right,
man.
I got Bill Russell, Wemby, Giannis, LeBron, Magic, and we're coached by Joe Mazzulla.
I got Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, Shaquille O'Neal, and we're coached by Greg Popovich. You guys, let us know which team is better in the comments.
I mean, they don't need to say anything. I think my team speaks for itself. I mean, we are going to beat your ass.
We will see.
It is that simple. All right, listen, we're out of here. But I've thought about this, Ountae. The next time we see everyone, the Celtics will be preparing for the Warriors. That game here at TD Garden. The next time we all talk, all of us here, we're all fam here. Yeah. The next time we all talk, Celtics Warriors will be on the horizon.
On the horizon, yeah. I might have to pull up to that game. We will see.
A little appearance from the walking, talking triple dub.
Yeah, I got to go watch the greatest point guard of all time. So we'll see.
Bro, no doubt. All right, hey. Thank you all for rolling with us. Ountae Campbell, Travis Thomas here on Hold My Banner. We'll see you next time when we get you ready for that Warriors Seas matchup. Peace.
Deuces.